devoured. Gold chains glisten in the hour, flow like a sizzling shower. Spit fire like a dragon, crews left staggering. Imagining the habit, checking Big Daddy moving. Calculating the scheme, rough neck, no bleeding. Hardcore eyes gleam, C-block dominion. Pure raw strength in the kitchen.
Y'all motherfuckers know what time it is. C-Block on the Media Virus Podcast, episode 214. This is the special C-Block. I'm not all that sure why yet, but it is. One thing that we don't have much planned when we say planned, as much as the other two blocks are planned, we actually scripted our conversation. We just have some ideas to kind of throw, at Big Daddy. And, but before we do that, I want to get into the Big Daddy Asks for the week. Mike and I, in full disclosure, Mike and I did kind of preview it, just putting everything together in the meeting. And we
the
think
Media
this is probably...
Virus Podcast presents a Stanley McFadden production. Big Daddy proudly brings to you...
Big Daddy Asks.
Okay, Snow White already has 7 dwarves. You are now the 8th dwarf. What do you call yourself?
It's probably the best question. Like, I can't believe it took 46 episodes of Big Daddy Asks to get to this pinnacle moment. I would really like to start with you, Big Daddy.
Oh, went right to me. Blackie.
That's not what they would call you. This is back in the 40s, don't forget. When this movie was made.
In the 40s, you might have been Jiggy.
If I'm lucky, it would have been Jiggy.
Where do you think Will Smith got the idea to write this?
That was the absolute best.
Mike,
what are you thinking, Mike?
I think I might be Humpy.
Humpy.
Or Stiffy.
Humpy.
Either Humpy or Stiffy.
Humpy or Stiffy?
Yeah.
I like those both. I feel like those are both good choices.
Humpy or Stiffy. That's something.
How about you, Matt?
It would have to be, well, that's a Smurf. I could be lazy.
Ah.
I was like, wait a minute, there's not. Ha ha.
No, the lazy dwarf is Sleepy.
I'm not sleepy.
You're just lazy.
I'm just lazy.
You could you could excruciatingly explain that to everyone.
I'm not sleepy.
We'll call you Mansplaining the Jew.
Mansplaining the dwarf. You could call me Misogyny. Misogyny the dwarf. That's a good...
I like calling him the dwarf, and then let him mansplain the difference between dwarf, little person, and midget.
Oh.
That would be... that would be fantastic, but something tells me that if you were to take a guy down into the diamond mines, and his name was Humpy or Stiffy, that you might, that dwarf might get called into HR.
Probably.
You know what I
That
mean?
is, that's fair.
There would at least be an email.
It has come to our attention that you were sporting a rod down in the mine the other day.
Considering you work with all dudes, this is concerning us. Like there's no such thing as chick dwarfs in this world.
No,
All the chicks are full.
but it was almost quitting time, and we were going home to Snow White.
Wow,
It was almost quitting time. I was thinking of Snow White. I knew when I got there, she'd be asking for it.
you know what I'm waiting for is the holiday Christmas party. The company Christmas party. I'm mounting that bitch all fucking day.
It's my turn.
I'm mounting her ankles.
You ever see a photocopy of a dwarf's boner? You want to?
Well, last week we got this expert issues warning to anyone going to work Christmas party after man wakes up to horrifying HR email. And we saved this for you, Big Daddy.
I appreciate that.
Because we thought, we got to talk about this with Big Daddy. But now that we're finally in the month of December, it's clear many of us will be attending our Christmas work parties. And while office bashes are a great way to blow off some steam following the chaos of the festive period, they can also bring their own chaos with them. So to make sure you don't end up with the worst workplace anxiety following your work, do like some bloke who woke up to a horrifying HR email the day after his. It's a long sentence.
Yeah.
That is a long.
A career expert has issued a serious warning and advice. Along with a deathly hangover, a career educator who goes by Patty Jobsman online woke up to the alarming email, which he later shared on TikTok. So wait, he's a career educator.
Yeah, that's what it says. That means he's been a teacher and he gets paid for it.
But he gets paid on how to not get pulled into HR.
Well, I don't know. It just says it doesn't say he educates people about careers. It just says he's a career educator.
Oh, he just educates careers. Like I get it.
He's an educator and that's his career. Like
No. He educates careers.
Are we sure about this?
I don't know, and listen, the
If
email
you have a career, he will educate the shit out of it.
Out of it, not you, it. So the email in question reads, "I am contacting you from the HR department regarding reports of your behavior at our recent Christmas party. These reports are concerning and require immediate attention. Pay no mind to the fact that I'm an Irish woman. Please attend a mandatory meeting on Monday at 9 a.m. in the office. This meeting is to address the behavior in question of the implicable under our company policy. It is crucial that you attend this meeting. Failure to not comply may result in further action."
Failure to not comply. Wow.
Failure to not comply. Failure to not comply.
Right. That means do not comply.
So if I
That's
didn't,
the way I read it.
They're trying to trick him. They're trying to trick him. They got him drunk, and now they want him to figure this out. Let's see if we can trick him.
I'll tell you what. If you fail to not comply, we might do something.
If you fail to comply, we might not do something.
Oh. So hang on. Let's see if we can. Oh, this is great. I want to see if I can blow up on this image.
Don't think so.
Hang on. Here we go.
Ah.
So they didn't put they didn't put it in there. All right. In another video, Patty shared a screenshot of a follow-up email he had received following his chat with AR. It read, "Following our meeting concerning your behavior at the Christmas party, we have decided to issue a written warning. This warning will be kept on your personal record." Clearly buzzing after dodging a sacking bullet, Patty joyfully captioned the clip, "Made it out alive." Since then, our career expert Rob Phelps at AI Jobs, is that AI Jobs? Told
What's that?
Tyler that the most important thing to remember when it comes to your Crimbo work, your Crimbo work due is that what?
Huh? What?
What's a
Dude.
Crimbo?
I think AI's just screwing with you.
This is an article. I didn't fuck with it. Do you think they wrote it with AI?
Yeah.
All right, so
Crimbo is an informal British term for Christmas.
all right. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. First of all, it's not hard to say Christmas. All right, we don't have to abbreviate Christmas whilst speaking. Second of all, if you want to abbreviate Christmas whilst speaking, while writing, typing, you use Xmas. An Xmas is shorter than Crimbo. So go fuck yourself.
But
I'm going to start the sentence over.
But you must admit, Crimbo sounds strikingly more British.
It sounds very British.
Since then, career expert Robert Phelps at AI Jobs told Tyler that the most important thing to remember when it comes to your Crimbo work due is that while it is a party and a time to enjoy yourself and let your hair down, ultimately, you're still at work. So maybe don't pull your pubes out. The expert advises that you keep your wits about you and your cock in your pants and stay professional at your upcoming Crimbo work due. Okay, so a Crimbo work due is a Christmas party.
That's what I'm taking from it, yeah.
All right? So don't pull out your meat in the Christmas party. Now,
Leave your tallywhacker in your pants.
Now, this isn't to say that you can't rub on your dick from the outside of your pants. Oh, wait. No. Now, this isn't to say that you need to act like you're in a meeting for the whole event. Rob advises, allow yourself to have fun. Of course, just remember to keep your wits about you and stay professional. Does this require a fucking article?
I mean,
don't make an ass out of yourself at the Christmas party. We need a fucking article for this. I really thought this was going to be like juicier. Like we were going to find out what this guy did.
Isn't this?
I was going to say, do we not know what he did?
Isn't this like a trope in every holiday movie and television show? Somebody
somebody got loaded at the Christmas party,
and
fucked Janice from accounting and puked in the ficus. That's what happens.
There's always somebody photocopying their butt.
That's why I go to these things.
Banging on the boss's desk.
Do you remember that story we were talking about last year? Where I think it was like I think it was a Mexican restaurant. It might have been a Taco Bell. Where they threw a Christmas party in the Taco Bell and they covered the fucking windows with paper and they covered the...
Oh, yeah.
They covered the cameras and they were having like a big sex orgy and that bitch was pissed that she left without her guacamole.
Yes.
First of all, this bitch brought guacamole to the Taco Bell Christmas party.
The Taco Bell Christmas orgy.
Like she was doing something. They have caulk guns full of guacamole. They don't need your fucking guacamole. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to bring guacamole to the Christmas party. But we don't need an article telling us to behave at Christmas parties. those of us who are going to behave at Christmas parties are going to behave at Christmas parties, and none of us, those of us who are going to get charged with assault at Christmas parties, are going to get charged with assault at Christmas parties.
True.
There's only two types of people in this world. Okay, we all know that. Are you holding up your cup so we can see it there, Big Daddy?
No, I was waiting for you to finish your sentence.
Ah, all right. I'm done now.
You said there's two types of people in this world, and then you stopped.
Yeah, the type that don't get charges pressed against them at the Christmas party.
Oh, that's where you're going with that. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Reminiscing from our story that we told you back in 17.
Back in 2017 or episode 17?
2017. At least that's when the article was published. Raucous Taco Bell Christmas party included three-way sex romps, vomiting, and guacamole bowl, and a lawsuit. A Christmas party at Los Angeles area Taco Bell descended into alcohol-fueled debauchery that included staffers at the fast food restaurant having three-way sex romps in full view of others, as well as intoxicated revelers vomiting into a bowl of guacamole.
It didn't change the flavor at all.
I was saying not for nothing, but it already looks like vomit.
It's true. It must have been an update because we weren't doing the show in 17. So it must have been like a sentencing or something.
Yeah, there must have been something that spurred it on for us to get it, because it was originally posted in 17.
Yeah.
In her complaint, she alleged that her sister and her sister's significant other attended a Christmas party at the Taco Bell location where she worked in San Pedro on December 18th of, I guess, 16. She was invited to the party by her supervisor, Lydia Ruiz, who was named in the complaint filed on Wednesday. According to the complaint, she and other staffers were encouraged to bring food in a potluck-style buffet to the restaurant, located on, somewhere in San Pedro. She prepared a bowl of guacamole for the occasion, arrived at the party, and discovered that Ruiz covered the windows of the restaurant in wrapping paper and also covered the cameras for the lobby in the inside of the restaurant. The complaint accuses Ruiz of providing alcohol to the staffers, several of whom were overserved, it was alleged. At around midnight, this lady who had been socializing outside the restaurant for a short while walked back into, witnessed a coworker having sex with his wife in front of everyone at the party.
Oh, you're just pissed off because it was your wife.
Exactly. Listen, if I can't fuck my wife at a Taco Bell, then what do I get married for?
The coworker's wife was bent over and kissing both Ruiz and another coworker. The complaint alleged. The coworker was given the pseudonym Adriana. The lady was shocked, disgusted, and outraged by what she saw and ran outside. She went back inside the restaurant to retrieve her guacamole bowl,
only to find somebody shitting in it.
And she saw Ruiz and this person that she called Adriana throwing up.
So she couldn't have been too upset or indignant or whatever.
Well, she had to get her guacamole bowl out of there.
Right. So she's saying like, oh, I can't believe you guys are doing all this. Fuck you guys. This is disgusting. I'm going back inside now. Like,
to get my guacamole bowl. It can't wait till tomorrow. All right, so you guys want to play a game?
Sure.
All right. So I came up with this game just now.
I'm sure.
And I'm going to make the rules up as I go.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Sure.
Well, what we're going to do is I have Googled the name Lydia Ruiz.
Okay.
All right. There are several pictures, and we're going to go over each one. I don't know if any of them are the Lydia Ruiz. But we're just going to go yay or nay as to whether we would go to the holiday party if invited by this Lydia Ruiz.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
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 You guys are on, right? Okay. Can you see this?
Yep.
All right, this one.
Can I
If
make
she
that
invited
bigger?
you to a Taco Bell sex romp, would you go?
Can I make that bigger? I can't quite see her.
Yeah. I can.
Hang on.
Ooh. Can I?
You want me to play the video?
Yes. Just a couple of seconds.
I don't think it's gonna play.
No,
I think
it's not playing.
I think it's. I don't think it's a real video.
I
I don't know.
actually, those look like some pretty substantial titties, though.
She looks dumb enough that she'd let you do stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like she would let you do stuff, but she would talk the whole time.
Yeah.
She
All
wouldn't
right.
shut.
So, are we going to her party?
I'm gonna say no, because
You're not
I feel
going
like
to
she's gonna not going to her party because I feel like she's gonna make me talk to her the whole time.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm out. She's not gonna shut up.
All right. I'm trying to get to the. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Would you go?
Yes, I'm going.
I'm in.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Even if she did talk, she probably doesn't speak English so good. You know?
She looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks fun. I
She
agree.
looks like a good time. That's true. All right. So we're going to go to the next one. Now, I'm wondering if this isn't the same human being, but this is the picture. Here it comes.
I think that's the girl from the first picture.
I think
I
it is
think
too.
so too.
But if she asked you to a Taco Bell sex orgy,
I'm still gonna go with.
Yeah.
I'm still going with no.
Yeah.
How
I
about now?
agree. I stick by my previous answer of I don't think she's ever gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah. All right.
See, and she's got a microphone and a guitar, which means she likes to hear herself talk.
All right. All right. All right.
And that little hand fist thing, like that just shows like attention. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. No, I'm out.
I got you. I got you. All right. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Huh.
Oof. Can I go with a solid maybe?
Yeah. I mean,
I would,
Okay.
I would definitely RSVP yes,
yeah.
but I'd have second thoughts.
I mean, she knows stuff. You can tell. I mean, she knows stuff.
I
got it.
feel like if you go with her, she would have at least in part. Either she would expect you to ignore her, or she'd be okay with you ignoring her the whole time. Like she knows she's not a prize, so to treat her as such wouldn't be shocking.
And she's gonna work for it.
And she's going to work for it. Yeah.
So we like this one because we can mistreat her.
Yes, actually.
Or
Good to know, guys. All right, that's where we are.
where I was is that she looks like a definite on Roadhead.
Yeah. I can see where this bitch would try hard.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
I used to work
Also
for
the
a guy.
mistreater. Also the mistreating.
I used to work for a guy. He'd say, "You know, fat girls try harder, right?"
That's right. All right.
I'll say not all of them, but definitely more.
So here's a curveball.
Ooh.
Ah, that is a curveball.
Yeah.
I'm going. First off, that looks AI-ish, but
Well, it looks
I'm gonna.
AI. That is you can tell that is a very good picture of her.
I'm gonna say no. And I'm gonna say no because so this picture, there is a lot of effort that went into this picture right here.
Yeah,
And I feel like this bitch is expecting to be the hot one at every party. And that tells me that no one's going to look better than this one, or she's going to be upset that you found someone more attractive than her. Like, this bitch looks high maintenance.
there you
Agreed.
go. I think that's what everybody's thinking.
Agreed.
That might even be why I said curveball, because
But
she definitely looks high maintenance.
agreed. But I'm thinking Taco Bell orgy Christmas party.
Yeah, I ain't trying to maintain nothing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to run the doors off. I'm trying to blow the wheels off it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to maintain a goddamn thing. I don't even have to maintain.
I look at this bitch and I think I don't think she's going to the orgy.
She just wants you to go.
That's what it is. You tell her, hey, can you make a bowl of guacamole?
Yeah, she looks like she has gluten-free guac. Or she'll bring gluten-free guac to the party. And I can't do it. I'm out.
All right. Well, let me tell you who's not bringing gluten-free motherfucker. Gluten-free guac to the party. And that is, get the fuck out of here. Can I get this picture bigger, please? I can't make this any bigger. All right.
Okay. Could you get it on there?
Oh.
She is not bringing gluten-free guac.
No.
But are we going to the Taco Bell sex orgy with this?
Okay. I'm in.
I bet she puts bacon grease in her guac.
Yeah, she does. And everywhere else.
I'm in, if nothing else. Not for the reason that you're thinking either.
No. He wants to find out the answer to that one question that we've all got. If you bang her, who holds her balls to the side out of the way?
So because she's got that little dental thing in there, that says that there's like an oral fixation there. So this girl swallows.
So it's not that she's a dentist.
Nah. She looks like she swallows. Like she'll just take
she's
that.
Not a dentist. She's the patient's accounts coordinator, Fort Myers.
She looks like she'll take the whole load, gargle it.
She probably brushes her teeth with a dentist's penis.
Probably Ramon.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. On to more.
She's the girl that a whole bunch of people jizz into a cup. That's the one that drinks it.
Okay.
All right. I think this one's going to be the last one. Are we going to this Lydia Ruiz's Taco Bell sex party?
Ah.
I feel like she makes better tacos than Taco Bell.
I feel like the food's going to be really good.
Right? Like homemade tortillas.
Yes.
And I bet she does awesome tamales.
I feel like I'm in.
Is that what they're calling it now? Tamales?
Look, if she's making tamales, I'm coming.
I'm in. I got a couple reasons here. One, the food at the orgy is going to be amazing, and there's nothing that makes you want to dive into some tacos like diving into some tacos. You know what I'm saying? And two, being a little bit older, I bet them teeth come right out.
And she knows things.
And she's old enough where she's got some secrets, and her friends are going to be older, so they're like cougars, and they're ready to fuck, and they're postmenopausal. So like it's like this bitch will rim job you. Like she will stock the pantry up pretty good, but then like her and her friends are like the dirty old women. Rim job. Yep. Should be the one.
You heard it first here, folks.
I love this game.
I love this game. I'm just sitting here waiting for you guys to figure out we're looking at this woman's obituary.
That's
I'm
great.
like moving the screen up and down and just kind of like, oh, maybe they don't realize the word obituary is right there. Nobody could read it.
Nope, totally missed it.
What better with tacos than a nice cold one?
That's
I mean, really, Matt, come on.
I can't argue with that. That's
I bet the food at the wake was amazing.
probably not. Who cooked it? You know?
Oh, all right, that's fair.
Unless she did, it's like, oh, I'm dying. That was a fun game.
That's my new favorite game.
Yep.
I'm glad I put no thought into it whatsoever.
C block, ladies and gentlemen.
And it wasn't that like, no, we're not going to put any thought into it. Like, we're going to make it funny and make it look like we put no thought into it. There was no thought into that. I go to Linda Ruiz, and there was like 7 different people. I was like, oh, here we go. All right. What's going on in the world of Big Daddy? What's going down?
Let's see. So we're getting ready to do our improv show at the Elkton, Maryland Funny Farm. That is 919. Let me start that over. Saturday night, December, I think 21st is 2 Saturdays from now. Will be the free show, 919 Bouchard Road. Show starts at 8 o'clock. Tickets are free. Look at Forgetful Squirrels on Facebook so you can reserve your seats. That is an improv show. Saturday the 21st, I think it is. 8 o'clock. Yeah. And then, let's see, Fearless has a few shows coming up, but you'd have to go to citytheater.org for those. I don't remember when those are, but I feel like they're coming up. There's a CTC's fundraiser that we're going to be performing for, and that's somewhere in the middle of, toward the end of the month. But go to cdc.org and you can find out all that information.
CDC.org?
CTC, City Theater Company.
Oh, not the Center for Disease Control?
No, you can go to CDC so you can get the latest stats on my herpes.
Well, I think they've actually called it super herpes. They've just named it. They just named it Stanley. Like, I'm sorry, you have Stanley. Stanley syndrome.
That's what they tell all the straight guys. They're telling the gay guys that they have super herpes.
Otherwise, I'm enjoying this fabulous new cup that I got from a friend of mine in the mail for Christmas.
Let's.
I like that.
That is a
Says,
very.
"Have a nice day," and
Yes, it does.
yeah,
That is a fantastic cup.
I love this cup.
But if you hold it backwards, you're doing this to people.
Even better.
You're
Yeah, you could
You're
suck
not-
my dick. Hey, Lydia.
So, I guess even if the boss, starts the orgy, it's still frowned upon. From HR.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just not happy with that sort of thing.
No.
You just got to know who to invite. Like, there's always that one snitch bitch.
There is.
There's got to be someone on your team that's willing to throw the ugly one someday.
Yeah, I mean,
There I am.
I mean, that's basic rules.
yeah. Somebody's got to be willing to take one for the team.
Yep. And as someone who's taken one for the team before, I can tell you, someone's got to be willing to do.
Well, we were both married at the time, so it was irrelevant. We just like to have fun when we're out. But my buddy and I were sitting at the end of a bar one night. Two large girls walked in, and they thought they were much more attractive than they were.
Mm.
And they situated themselves at the end of the bar and got themselves a drink, and then they came back past us to presumably go out and smoke. And right as they were within earshot, my buddy says to me, as loud as he can, as we're sitting at the end of the bar that they're walking right past, "I don't give a fuck what happens tonight. The fat one's mine."
Oh, God damn.
Dude, they got so
Wow.
pissed. Great. Oh.
Wow.
And that is the power of not giving a fuck.
That, you know what? When you're married, you can do that. Jeez. That's pretty.
And the funny thing was, they were both big. Like, even when they got mad, they couldn't, just to come out and say they were mad was fine, but they couldn't go any further than that. Otherwise, they would implicate themselves.
See, here's the thing. You got to remember, most fat chicks, their go-to assault is a charge. They will charge at you because they know that's intimidating. You've got to. It's like Mel Gibson in Braveheart. Hold. You can't act too quickly. You got to wait till they're right there, and then trip, and just watch their own momentum just take.
Oh yeah,
control.
That's always fun.
What I learned was not to sprawl. I tried to sprawl so that they trip, but they just fell on top of me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it only works if it's mouth first. Baby, she fell on me. Mouth first.
Mouth first.
Her mouth was open.
Repeat.
And my fly happened to be down at the time because I had just gone to the bathroom, and
things happen.
And things happen. You know what I'm saying? I got a Lydia Johnson tonight. Let's just say I served up some guac.
All right.
I do remember a Christmas party. probably 15 years ago now. And it was a club down in, I feel like it was Rehoboth, but it might not have been. But it was called Fire and Ice. I think it was Rehoboth. Anyway, it was called Fire and Ice. And I was working in healthcare at the time. And two of the fattest bitches that worked for the company both decided to meet me on the dance floor and sandwich me.
Little did they know, this wasn't hurting your feelings at all.
It wasn't hurting my feelings, but even Big Daddy has a limit, right? Like the one had no elbows. Like that's how fat she was, where like this just like dribbled over the elbows. Yeah, and the other one was fatter. So like they were kind of dancing. Okay, all right. So like I like a big bitch with body contact, right? But I was just kind of like bouncing in between two stomachs.
You got stuck.
And I got stuck, and that's not as hot. Like there's no way to like.
I imagine it feels like quicksand.
Yeah, like a big girl's stomach is still soft, but it's not like I couldn't like imagine that it was a titty. Like I couldn't titty wave out of seeing that this was two big stomachs just bouncing me back and forth. Just like...
At some point, you have to realize that if you don't keep your head above, you could drown.
Yes. And not in so many words, but the offer was made. Something to the effect of we got are you staying overnight? We got a room. I couldn't do it.
Didn't want to take part in your first fivesome?
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
That was by the pound, by the way. I wasn't suggesting that they were more than one person.
Even Big Daddy has a weight limit. And that was a bit much. I mean, two 400-pounders that's
800 pounds.
That's a lot of bitch. That's a lot of bitch.
4 is big. I don't think people realize how big 4 is.
And both of them were short. That's the other thing.
Means they
you can be wide. Yeah, you can be 400 and tall, and it still looks okay. But if you're 400 and 5'6",
yeah,
that's a ball. Just two big old horny balls.
It's like 3 weeks. Wasn't it like 3 weeks ago? We got curious about weight versus height, and we started looking at people and realized that that 140 pounds isn't bad on a 5'5" frame.
Yep. Now triple that bitch, and there you go. Triple it and then double it, and that's what I was dealing with.
I think that if you wrote a rap song called "Triple That Bitch," that you would become a famous rapper. You'd be like, here comes Big Daddy Stanley with "Triple That Bitch."
That's actually pretty funny. I can see the video.
You see that girl over there? Yeah, the one with the hair. Imagine her, but 3 more. Triple that bitch.
Skinny one, she's 100 pounds. Triple that bitch. Triple that bitch would have to be the chorus.
Yes.
Triple that bitch.
I could write that song.
I think one verse is you're talking to the fellas, and you see a girl, you're like, you see that girl? Well, triple that bitch. And then, like, you're out somewhere, and this girl's trying to talk to you, and you're not having it because she's too thin. Triple that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then we need another verse to bring it all together.
Now, you see that girl's the one standing over there by the wall? No. She is the wall. Because we tripled that bitch.
I think that might be the way to go. We'll have to find you a good beat to do that too. We'll have to get AI involved, Matt.
I was say, I feel like AI could do it.
Well, now that I've got it started down that road,
Who would have thought we were going to start Big Daddy's rap career here on the show tonight?
On the 214th C block of the Media Virus podcast.
The first time it occurred to us to take the black guy and make him write a rap song.
Took 214 episodes to make us figure that out. I want to write down triple that bitch. I feel like it's one of those things that'll stay in the back of my head until it's the right time.
Like, I got it.
That's usually how my greatest ideas come up. I want a fat babe that wasn't just sitting in the back of my head until one day it wrote itself.
The only thing I fear is that you're going to be at an improv show one night and you're going to shut up, triple that bitch, and nobody's going to know what you're talking about.
That's actually funny.
Have you guys ever heard of a country artist named Wheeler Walker Jr.?
Wheeler Walker, no.
From you, yes.
Look it up. Just not now for the show, but for your own enjoyment. Look it up. Wheeler Walker Jr. Listen to his first album. It's called Redneck Shit. It is fucking fantastic.
Is that the guy that does Pop 'Em Out?
He might. He very well.
I might know that because I know that song.
Because he does. It's comedy. It's a comedy album, but it was the first album since like Ray Stevens to top both the country music charts and the comedy music charts
at the same time.
And
all right,
the song on the album Redneck Shit, is fucking fantastic because it draws you in. And then it draws people in and then smacks them around. And the song is so good that you're not even like people aren't listening to the words.
It's the cognitive dissonance, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you hear about like I'm trying to think of the fucking eating tater tots and pussy, sucking Mountain Dew and tits. Something. Then I suck my boss's dick.
Wow.
Fuck my grandma. Oh, dude. One of them is like taking pictures of my mama while she's trying to take a shit, throwing rocks at cripples, and then laugh when they get hit.
Yeah.
So anyway, it can be done where you can write a funny song that also is very, very popular. He also has a song called
I think he's saying "Come Hard, Big Daddy."
He's also got a song called "Kicking Ass and Eating Pussy."
All right, two things I enjoy doing.
Oh, I recommend both of those songs. I recommend Redneck
I
Shit.
thought you were going to say I recommend both of those activities.
I do, but it's good music. It's good Texas outlaw country. But it's just the worst shit you've ever heard.
Like Waylon Willie, the stuff that never made it on records.
Yeah. But I think our time together is coming to a close.
I think you're right.
I am exhausted. I know you are exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm sure Big Daddy is exhausted. I'm sure the audience.
Had a long day.
Well, we're going to charge up, folks. We'll be back next week. And on behalf of Big Daddy and our fearless leader, Matty Rockdeff, I'm Professor Mike Latoris, coming from to you live here in Uncle Butch Studios, where we bring you the Media Virus podcast each week. This was episode 214C. We'll be back next week with 215 A, B, and C. Won't you be lucky?
So I am excessively more angry at Mike.